I have a lot of hobbies, or at least I say I do. The truth is more that I have a lot of hobbies that I never actually do. Let's change that. Hobbies are pretty important to having a balanced life, in my opinion. So why is it so hard for me to actually, partake in the hobbies I say I have? Recently, I've realized that I've been spending way too much time on social media. Doom scrolling on TikTok, looking at memes on Facebook or Instagram, doing shit that's not productive and not necessarily what I would want to be doing with my time. And I've also taken some time to reflect and realized I have so much stuff for so many different types of hobbies. I have art supplies. I have a soldering iron that's never been opened. I have musical instruments. I have my Nintendo Switch. I have all this stuff that never gets used because I get interested in a hobby, or maybe I think I'll be interested in a hobby. Maybe I take one soldering class and I'm like, oh, I want to do this more often by myself. So I purchase a soldering iron and then I never open it. Maybe it's that I purchase board games or video games and those never get used either. I have a ton of art supplies. I have markers, I have canvases, I have paint. I have everything I could ever want to do with art, and I never do it. I also say I'm a writer. Guess what I never do? I never sit down and actually write. And when I've been looking at my life recently and realizing how much time I'm spending on social media, I thought, why don't I replace some of that social media time with the hobbies that I say I have? It makes sense, right? So this is going to be a week or a couple days in my life where I really invest in my hobbies and I really take a step back and actively try to replace the time that I'm spending on social media or that I'm doom scrolling on TikTok. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to focus on a couple hobbies. Number one, writing. I have been a writer for years. It used to be a lot easier when I was younger. I would always just constantly be writing nonstop. As I got older, I got out of the habit. I got a little bit more judgmental of myself, where I can't really write anything without automatically starting to think, oh, this is terrible, or I need to go back and I fix this immediately when I have only written a couple paragraphs, right? I'm also going to focus on drawing because it's something that I've always been interested in, never particularly good at, but I have a lot of sketchbooks, I have a lot of markers, other art supplies, so I'm really going to spend some time just drawing, not necessarily to gain like skill or get better at it necessarily, but just to do it, just to use what I have and have a little bit of fun with it, And the last hobby that I am going to pursue is crafting and other creative things. I have a sticker book that I've been putting together almost like a scrapbook, and I have a lot of stickers that I need to add on to that. Those are going to be my three focus areas: writing, drawing, and crafting. So what I'm going to do is I am going to document myself doing those things for this week and then reflect on what I have found. Awesome. Welcome back, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. So that was a week in my life where I tried to focus on crafting, writing, and drawing. I admittedly did not do quite as much of each of those as I wanted to. I had some life things that came up and had to take priority over filming or over things like that, but I did succeed in my main goal, which, if you remember, was to reduce screen time. So 2 weeks ago, my average daily screen time on my phone was 4.5 hours or a little bit more. I'll put the screenshots up here somewhere. Last week it was 3.5 hours-ish. This week so far, it's Thursday, so it's not over yet, but this week so far I am at less than 2.5 hours of screen time. And I am very proud of that. I am very satisfied with that. Obviously, it might go up or down a little bit depending on the next few days, but I do think I achieved my main goal. And this is something that I'll have to keep checking in on with myself, making sure that I'm not finding myself stuck doom scrolling or whatever. But yeah, I think it was overall successful. The sticker book, I got a good amount of stickers put in. I did a little bit of drawing. You saw my little doodle of Jimothy the raccoon. If you don't know who Jimothy the raccoon is, I highly recommend looking up the videos of him. He is the cutest thing ever. I found that the hardest hobby to make myself sit down and do is writing, mostly because I think I'm a little bit of a perfectionist with that, and I really care about writing and I want it to be really good. But the problem with perfectionism is that you're never going to be perfect, and so it makes you procrastinate and hold yourself back a little bit in that regard. So that's something I'll definitely have to continue working on. But yeah, thank you for sticking around and thank you for watching. If you've reached the end of the video, comment "I love Jimothy Raccoon" below, and I will see you next time.